are a lot of fun because you guys all have your own businesses. If you don't realize how much tax write-off that's not even correct English. Sorry, anyone can do this business. If you don't realize how many tax deductions you get by having your own business, you guys are in for a huge treat, okay? Because honestly, by having your own business, you get so many tax deductions, and if you're not taking advantage of it, you're almost cheating yourself out of money. You don't want to do that. So just by having your business, but in order to take advantage of all that, you have to keep track of what you're spending. Okay? The easiest way to do it, we're not going to overwhelm you here tonight or anything like that, but you do need to keep track of your receipts. Everything on here, so we're going to be using this. Okay? So take this out. You've got little labels in there. So take out your labels. We're going to get you all set up and ready tonight. So that tomorrow, you're organized and ready to collect your receipts. Okay? You guys all got your labels. They're in here. Here, you know I have one. That's all right.
She's like, I have my own.
I've got I have one of these in my purse.
I do too.
You know, teach on something I don't use. I'm not going to tell you to do something I don't do. I do have one of these in my purse. It's pink. All right, so on the first little tab, you're going to write car. Car. That's it. So if you're traveling and you have a toll, or if you have anything car related, you file it under car.
Even like maintenance stuff?
Yep. That too.
Tires.
Yep. Okay. Your next little label is going to be office expense, or I just put office because I write really big. So office expense or something to that effect.
Okay, hold on. Yes. Okay, I'm trying the accountant in the group, so I'm like being retentive.
Yes.
You cannot claim maintenance on your vehicle if you claim mileage.
Right.
You can't. You have to pick one or the other. You cannot do both. If you buy tires, you can't claim that if you're doing your mileage.
Got it.
Okay.
I save my receipts and I tell my accountant to figure out which is better.
You can always do both.
Always do it. I just save all our receipts, and then if you have an accountant do it, I say figure out what's best. That's not my job. Would you rather have? So your next one is office expense. Okay? Office expense is anything related to your physical office space in your house. It no longer needs to have a door. It used to have a door. It doesn't anymore. They made it a lot simpler, okay? So these are things like you can claim part of your rent or your mortgage, part of your insurances. So whenever you pay those things, print out yes.
Sorry. It's only if you're making money. If you have a loss your first few years, you cannot claim your home office. Like for new jewelers who just started, you're going to have a loss.
Today, which is good.
Yes, you want.
You may not.
Yeah, if you're making money. After you do all your taxes and you have a loss, your accountant should know not to take your home office space. But if you're doing your own taxes, be careful because you don't want to take that home office space because you could be audited in your SLL. Okay.
So things like your homeowner's insurance, any repairs. So if you have like your roof done, or if you get plowing done, or if you do any kind of maintenance or repairs to your home, that is also counted. Your utilities every month. Okay, all of those things are under home office expenses because you take a percentage. So let's say your square footage of your whole house is 1,500 square feet. And just for really easy math, I'm going to say 150 square feet is your office space. Then you take 10% of all of those bills. Hopefully that's 10%.
Yeah. Good job. That was really good.
So all of that is done with home office expenses.
So you take 10% off.
Yes.
Would your accountant know that?
Yes. You have to let them know your square footages, but yes. Yep. So office supplies, things like.
Do we have any extra stickers?
5 stickers and 6 categories.
That's because we got dollars.
I know it's
Grab a
is,
piece of paper and,
Yeah.
I don't do a tax.
What's the second thing?
The second is home office
Oh,
expenses.
supplies. Third.
That's third. So things like, so anything that you use in your office, ink, postage, those kind of things are all under your home office, like your telephones.
And remember when you go pick up postage stamps from the post office, you can write that mileage off.
Yes.
Everything.
Anywhere you
Target,
go.
make sure you pick up something from here because you can write that off. Go to Wix.
Can I just throw one tiny thing into about postage? It's
Yep.
going up again in January by 3 cents.
Yes.
So
Buy it now.
buy the forever stamps, but the postcard stamps, you can't get those as forever type stamps. So don't overload on your postcard stamps, but your
Is
regular
that going up
stamps.
too, or is it just?
They are going up too.
Now, how do you keep track of your mileage? Are you just writing it down?
Do you want me to tell you what the right way is or what I do?
Tell them the right way, please.
The easiest way is having like a little calendar in your purse, and like when you go whatever, you can just jot that mileage down per day. I know another person that will do it like per show, like in their calendar, they'll say like there and back what the mileage is, and you kind of know.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I have this accordion and I have just $1, like the dollar section from Target, a calendar for 2013, and I just write in the day, and I know that's my mileage calendar, and so I just plug it in, and then I just calculate what I did for the month.
That's easy.
So, and I clock from when I leave my house to the show and then back, and I just change my odometer.
Yep.
So,
But keep track of your mileage one way or another. The next one is your supplies. So your next little tab for your accordion file is your supplies. So things like catalogs, order forms, receipts, your giveaways that you do at your shows, anything that you need to run your business is under supplies.
Your investment.
Yeah, your investment, your jeweler shares, all of that stuff is under the supplies.
Now, what if you buy catalogs with the group? You
Ask for a
have,
copy of the receipt.
Yep, and just write down what amount yours is.
okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
On the $8 and the $6, is there just Premier send a receipt at the end of the year with all of that?
No.
So you
No.
have to calculate it for each show?
Correct.
They'll
Yep.
send you a
Premier will
1099.
send you a 1099 only if you've earned $600 or more in commission from a downline, or if you've earned like the jewelry certificates.
Quick start.
Yeah, then they'll send you a 1099. Otherwise, you won't get anything from Premier. It's basically just you're figuring out what your profit and expenses are. Okay? Yes, that's okay.
The square thing? So
Yep.
you get a report off of square?
You can.
Okay.
Yep, you can either do it monthly or even longer. Yep. The fourth one is your travel expenses. So this is like when we go to Raleigh or when we went to Haven or anything that if you're traveling to see family but you're doing a show, that's all under travel
I highly
expenses.
recommend it.
Yes.
I drove to Florida. I drove.
The fifth one is meals. And this is when you go to Panera to meet a prospect or you're going out with your downline and talking about Premier. Anything that you're doing and eating, when you come to training and you need to stop and get dinner on the way, when you're going home from a show and you're getting food on the way, or on the
What
way
if
home.
it's during traveling?
Same thing.
Then, yeah,
Would you go under meals?
Yeah.
I put it under travel.
You should
Well,
have
that's
your
meant right here.
Yeah. Okay? What I also do is just fold this up and keep this in my thing, so if you forget what category it goes under, it's all just right in there. I keep it in my purse, and then when you go shopping, you just stick it right in that file. Highly recommend doing this monthly and not yearly, because you will want to jump off a bridge if you have a whole year's of receipts right before taxes are due.
What do you do if you have, like, you go to one place, you have one receipt, but it can fall under a bunch of different categories? Like,
Pick
what if you, like, buy meals
whatever
for
has
a trip?
Pick whatever has the most. Like if you get audited, what they want to see is that you've got a system of keeping track and you're just not coming up with these arbitrary numbers out of nowhere.
When you go to your accountant though, you're not gonna bring him this.
No.
Because he will not like you. So he will hate you. You need to bring him one piece of paper,
And we'll show you what that is.
what's like a ledger, and whether you do it like this, because right now, to be honest with you, and I think I may not be alone, this is overwhelming.
Oh, it's
what I'm
not so
looking at.
easy.
It is, but for
It
some
is
people
so
it's not.
easy.
But it's like, as long as you have it all in one piece of paper, you can be like, here you go, Mr. Accountant Man, and it'll be all set.
Yep.
You can do it by hand if you
Yeah,
need to.
I take mine on the word.
So every month, put your receipts into a plastic bag. Not an envelope. Make sure it's a plastic bag, or else the ink will not stay around. Okay, so make
Ziploc
sure.
bag.
Yeah, plastic Ziploc. Yep. Plastic bag, put your receipts in. So this is just one option. There is another option on the website where you can handwrite the same information. Can
It
you-
is right here.
Yeah. Okay, either forms to print, so it's gonna be 3 different forms, or the Excel spreadsheet. Or whatever way you guys come up with, okay? There's no right or wrong.
Your accountant will love you if you do this.
So basically, can you go under profit report home shows? Every month, so it's broken down into month. What you're writing is the date of your home show, what the hostess's name is, how much money you took in, meaning everything, including tax, shipping,
It'll say
everything.
that right at the at a glance, too,
Yeah.
at the end of the show.
Yep,
Is there any way to look up your past shows?
yes, I can show you that. How much you paid to Premier, they tell you that at the end, how much you owe. Credit card processing, you can get that right from Square if you use Square or from ProPay. Then it will automatically calculate that profit tab, or the line. You can enter in your mileage right there and it keeps track of it per show there. And if you need any kind of childcare for that show, okay? So that's basically, it's gonna tell you at the end of each month how much your profit was, but it automatically pulls over. It's automatically gonna populate this one sheet that you're printing out for your account.
Wow, you only paid $15 to Premier.
This is on your website? Yep. Everything that you put in here is a monthly expense. So you're gonna go through and add up all of your office expenses for the month and put it under office expense. You're gonna add up all your receipts for your supplies and enter it under supply. All of these numbers calculate and put all into the first tab. So you're only filling out your home show stuff per home show, and monthly is all of those things. So at the end of the year, you're printing out this one sheet, but it's automatically done for you based on what you've already put in. Okay? Yes.
Can I just throw out something really quick? For your home shows, I think it's really effective to get like the envelopes that are like this size, the little ones. And then this has to do with taxes, so this makes life really easy.
Yep.
You put your hostess name on the top, you put your profit that you made on here in some capacity, so make sure you record your profit, your jeweler shares on here, your mileage. And then at the end of the year, you got your stack of envelopes, or quarterly, or whatever you wanna do. And
Monthly.
boom, boom, I know how much money I made. Boom, 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 I know how many jeweler shares I have. Boom, 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 I know how my mileage is, at least my shows, round trip mileage. And not just
discount on the envelope too.
but the discounts you have to be careful about, 'cause I don't know.
No, you can't write off
You
discounts.
cannot make a discount.
Yeah, we figured it out. What we
Yeah.
want that.
So let's say you give, let's say do buy 3 items, get the next one half off. You can't take a lot, like you can't write off that half off item that you didn't make money on.
If
Well, that
you
is
free
less
shipping,
But,
and you
Oh, it
pay
is
the,
less
obviously you're
right.
paying that shipping, you can write that off.
right. Does that make sense? Yeah?
Keep going.
So that's how this works. If you need help working with Excel or anything like that, don't ask me, ask him. I just enter the numbers in. It works.
Just for a quick tidbit, everything calculates on its own, it automatically populates. If you want to just put your mileage in, like for instance 35, you just put the 35 in, and it pulls everything in and it automatically calculates.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, based on the per mileage, this is an input cell here. If it changes, I think it's actually 56 cents
I think
right
it's
now.
more now.
Yeah, it's 56.5.
Oh, really?
Okay, but everything populates right into here. Where's the apartment right there?
I think it's better.
This doesn't have to be overwhelming to you guys, but if you're not keeping track of your expenses, you're losing out on a lot of money at the end of the year. So you really want to be just tracking these some way, because it's your business, okay?
No, I'll answer.
If anyone doesn't have an accountant and you want one, I have a fabulous one that's been doing like a bunch of our taxes, and he's amazing. So if you need a person, let me know and I can give you his contact information. But he knows Premier, so he's very comfortable with what we can write off and stuff. Any questions with taxes or receipts or anything like that? Good?